The Jallianwala Bagh massacre, also known as the Amritsar massacre, took place on April 13, 1919. The Jallianwala Bagh garden has been converted into a memorial. And thousands of people on this day come to pay their respects to the martyred men and women who were killed on that fateful day for the nation. On April 13, 1919, thousands of people were gathered at Jallianwala Bagh in Amritsar, Punjab. This day marks the beginning of New Year for the Sikhs and is also celebrated as the Baisakhi festival all over Punjab. People travel days to reach Punjab on this auspicious day to celebrate Baisakhi with their family and loved ones. On the morning of Baisakhi, Colonel Reginald Dyer had announced the implementation of a curfew throughout Amritsar and a ban on all processions that even prohibited a group of 4 or more people to meet publicly. At about 12:40 p.m., Dyer received confidential information about the meeting taking place at Jallianwala Bagh that may result in riots and protests. The main entrance was also guarded by the armed troops. There were armored cars accompanying the troops that were supposedly carrying machine guns and explosives. On Dyer's orders, there was ruthless firing done on the uninformed crowd. There were about 25,000 people present there at the time of the firing. Some tried to escape while some chose to jump in the solitude well built in the premises of Jallianwala Bagh. The troops were ordered to start shooting from the most densely crowded spot to harm the maximum number of people. This heinous act of violence resulted in extreme mass killing. The firing continued for about 10 minutes, and it only ceased when the ammunition supplies were almost exhausted. The number of deaths caused due to the firing had been a disputed issue till now. While the official inquiry by the British informed about 379 deaths, the death toll was quoted to be around 1,000 by Congress. There were about 120 dead bodies recovered from the well also. All illusions about the British government's benevolent control in the nation were dispelled when the British public praised and rewarded General Dyer, the massacre's perpetrator. The nation as a whole was shocked by the massacre's severity. On April 18, Gandhiji halted his movement after being overcome by the atmosphere of violence. After receiving the honorific Kaiser-i-Hind from the British for his contributions to the Boer War, Mahatma Gandhi renounced it. The poet and Nobel Prize winner Rabindranath Tagore refused to accept his knighthood. The shooting was deemed monstrous by Winston Churchill, who also condemned it. Jallianwala Bagh caused British justice to lose its credibility. On October 14, 1919, the Indian government established the Hunter Commission Committee to investigate the incidents in Punjab. The commission's mandate was to look into the disturbances in Punjab, determine their root cause, and develop solutions to deal with their impacts. General Dyer's behavior was sharply condemned, but no action was taken against him, according to the commission's findings. The Jallianwala Bagh slaughter served as a catalyst for the rebellion against the unique colonial rules. Jallianwala Bagh, which is now a significant landmark in India, played a significant role in the history of that nation's war for independence. One of the factors that prompted Mahatma Gandhi to launch the non-cooperation movement, his first extensive and ongoing peaceful protest, Satyagraha, campaign, was the Jallianwala Bagh tragedy, 1920–22. Rabindranath Tagore, a Nobel Prize-winning poet from Bengal, resigned from the knighthood he had been awarded in 1915. The incident was investigated by the Hunter Commission, which was commissioned by the Indian government at the time. In 1920, Dyer was censured for his conduct and ordered to leave the military.
This committee today has gathered to investigate the actions of General Reginald Dyer on 13th of April. King W.F. Rice, George Barrow, Pandit Jagat Narayan, Jimlal